Thank you for joining us today for the virtual Sunday service with the Center for Creative Living. CCL, a charter of the Universal Church of the Master, has served and supported the spiritual needs of its community here in the Bay Area for over 20 years.
Now I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to sit down. My body is at that. We joined some friends for lunch yesterday, and one was on those double poles, and another one had his foot in a boot, and Corky was limping, and and here I come with my walker. Wow.
What was that last
yesterday?
Yeah, cast.
Yeah, and Susan Moon has broken her wrist, so her arm was in a cast. So it was very interesting to have all these people in different stages of decrepancy.
And we went to see, remember John Noble?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He visited his mom for Thanksgiving.
How's he doing?
Oh, he's got 2 kids, and he's flying helicopters. And,
Oh my God.
the kind that
Those huge. He's a he flies the paramedic helicopter.
Life
Yeah, yeah, and it holds 2 medical assistants,
2 patients.
2 patients, and 2 pilots, and but
The guy says, "Are you a paramedic?" He goes, "No, I'm a pilot." I don't know if you remember him from over on when we were over on
what somewhere.
Lick Mill. Yeah, before Lick. Before.
Moore Park.
Anyway, he was. Ma had said that he was going to be flying a helicopter that hadn't been invented yet, built yet.
That's amazing.
Yeah, when he was 14, and that was so interesting. And he always talk about it every time we see each other and stuff.
That's fantastic.
But he's living in Virginia. He's flying out of Washington D.C.
Got it.
So,
He's at Fort Bragg. Fort
Yeah.
Bragg and
it's now called Fort Liberty.
Fort Liberty.
In North Carolina. Yeah. Good morning, Mary.
My dad was stationed there. I lived in North Carolina for 2 years.
Oh,
Wow,
really?
you didn't get lynched?
Yeah, I set the backyard on fire and got demerits from the Army.
Well, you tried to get lynched.
I was trying to do like a campfire, because I said, this is what my daddy does when he goes in the Army.
Demerits, they should have
Had a bivouac,
It's
called bivouac,
You should have got a special thing or something.
Oh, no.
Oh, April's here.
Oh, hey, maybe I should have made more programs.
She died.
Sharon passed. Oh, babe.
She would come from share.
Oh, babe. And was that just today or yesterday?
Today.
Oh,
Oh,
babe.
babe.
Half an hour ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, was she related to you or just a good friend, Mary?
She was my sister. We're both only children. So
We'll make it right, it's
we
okay.
adopted each other.
Yeah, that's right. It just goes in here.
Oh. Would you like a cup of coffee?
All right, and that goes
Okay.
right there.
Would you like a cookie?
How
There's,
long-
Courtney, a cookie, please.
There's no doubt I'm never with no cookies.
You are backlit and I can't see you and I can't quite hear you, so.
I mean, it's good. She's done it now. She's not hurting now.
Yeah, she's not hurting now.
Thank you for praying for her.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, we love you. We're so glad you're here.
Janet, she died about half an hour ago.
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning, love.
You should listen inside.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Uneventful, which is good.
I feel like I get on my face more often than.
Better me than you.
Yeah, totally.
We had a shot. I mean, she was fine, but it's never been that. I didn't see her there.
Mary, what can we do for you?
Marriage.
Anything? could do for you?
Well, I don't know, I don't think there's anything really, I'm just here and I'm glad I'm here.
I'm glad you're here too.
And you can pray for her because she just left.
Yeah, yeah.
We wrap your heart with love and healing. We send your soul on its angel's flight. We hold your life in our memory and hold your love in our heart.
This is thank you so much, Reverend Janet Nats, for your friend Sharon, and thank you, Mary, for sharing with us and for being here. This is a perfect place for you to feel loved and comforted and appreciated. Yeah.
And thank you, Mary, for being there with her and helping her on her journey.
And my
And is the phone turned off?
no, that's what I'm going to do. It's talking to me, so thank you so much. Okay, would you please turn off your phones as I'm turning mine off? And good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
And I was telling Corky I thought we'd have about 3 people, and we've got more, and I'm so excited to have more people here. And Chris, did you want to say anything about, we already did, she talked about what's on the table over there. So I think now that we're online, and you've already mentioned it, and so look around, look and see if there's anything you want to take home with you. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, thank you so much. For those of you who had a fantastic Thanksgiving, great. For those of you who had kind of a lonely all by myself Thanksgiving, next Thanksgiving join somebody. I think it's real important that you don't be alone on times and holidays that you remember family. It's, you know, that's one of the things that we found, that missing things like Thanksgiving, Christmas, those times, what happens is that's when people get very depressed and suicidal. And that's one of the reasons Joan's not here today. She's helping somebody who's going through a very, very difficult time. And that's part of what your ministry does, is it helps you have the tools to help other people. And as we've heard from our wonderful Reverend Janet Childs, when she talks about grief in the holidays, that's what she's talking about. It's not just about losing somebody, but it's quite often about having lost your childhood, having lost your family. So just know that. Good morning, so nice to have you here. And how's your brother today? I'm just asking. I'm just asking how your brother is. Don't you have a brother that has a problem? What did you say?
No.
No.
Oh, well, sorry about that.
I'm usually the West Coast Eileen who's online, and I'm here today.
No, well, that's great. Good. So, fine. Thank you, thank you.
Welcome.
You don't realize that, but when you come in, you're backlit, so I can't see your face. I just saw your form. So that's what's going on. Welcome. There you are. Now I see who you are. This is a time for those of you who went through a difficult session with yourself, meaning that you were very depressed during holiday, Thanksgiving, know that we're here for you. When Mary came in, her really close friend just passed, and her name was Sharon, so we're dedicating today's service to Sharon as she makes her transition. And I thank Mary so much for deciding to join us while she's going through this period of time. And any time you have that in your life, you've lost somebody's in the hospital, and you're grieving, call one of our ministers. Don't do it by yourself. This is not a time you have to say, I could do this on my own. This is a time you need to say, I can reach out. There's plenty of people around that can help you. For those of you who are having problems and you want to stay after and talk to somebody, we certainly have plenty of people who can help. And as far as the introductions today, yes, did you have your hand up? Yes, Jen.
I just had my hand up. If I could offer just a couple of things that I forgot to mention last week.
Okay.
About grief in the holidays.
This is one of them.
Exactly. But for grief in the holidays, my friends, be gentle with yourself and make a plan, but then really pay attention to what works for you in the moment. Okay, so you may have a plan and it may not work out when you finally get to that day or that moment. So work out a different plan. And so be in the present with yourself and what you need at any given moment in time. And don't worry about taking care of other people or making them comfortable. Allow yourself to have your grief. Grief is the cleansing and the healing of the broken heart, and so we need to let ourselves have the expression of it. And don't worry about other people. They'll take care of themselves, and we can take care of each other. But it's so important, and along with that, Light of Lights is a special celebration that we do every year, and this is our 40th year of doing it. And it's a ceremony for the entire community where we come together and we light the lights for the people we love.
Everybody's got a flyer in there.
Everyone's got a flyer. Thank you,
And
Corky.
talk about this one.
And we have also, for all of you, to please join us for our annual UCM holiday gathering. And that's going to be on Tuesday, December the 12th, and we have a special speaker whose name begins with a K, who's going to talk about his and Donna's incredible spiritual traditions and what they do over the holidays. But it's a chance for us to come together and do a positive action step. And I would just leave you with one other thing. What I found in the holidays when I am grieving, if I can do one little ceremony, one little action step of healing, maybe it's a gift I give to somebody or something I do. When my mother died very suddenly, I actually, on her birthday, which was on Thanksgiving Day, the year that she died, bless you, what we did was I went to a soup kitchen and fed people that were unhoused.
Wow.
And it gave me such meaning to be able to do something, even in the midst of my own grief, for somebody else. And it kept that energy flowing, that infinity energy flowing. So I just want to thank you, and thank you for giving me this time, Dottie, because...
and Corky thanks you. She was going to make the announcement, so this is wonderful.
Oh, perfect. And so the holiday gathering is about coming together. And it'll be in person and on Zoom. And it's going to be at the UCM office, and please join us. And it's going to be from 7 p.m. till whenever we close, okay? And so it's to kind of come together and cuddle with, you know, your folks from the UCM and the CCL community. It's a great opportunity to spend some time doing some spiritual healing, but also to just come together in camaraderie and celebrate. So
Can
please
you
join
talk
us.
a little bit more about Light of Lights?
I sure will. So Light of Lights is on December the 13th.
You got the address here? Turn it over.
Oh, turn it over. I'm doing what I'm told, as I always do
Yes.
when Dottie is. Right. The only time I don't do it is when she's not here. But Wednesday, December the 13th, we start at 6 o'clock, and it's at a new location this time. So it's going to be at 1100 Shasta Avenue at the Westminster Presbyterian Church. It's quite a beautiful older building. We will not be in the front. We will go around to the back parking lot, and there is a wonderful chapel that we will be in. So no stairs to navigate. It's very easy to get to, and I just invite you and invite everyone.
Plenty of parking.
Plenty of parking.
And are we going to have music?
We're going to have music. In fact, I'm looking here at Tim. Woohoo! And yes, we're going to have music, and because we have a new location, we have to figure out the sound and everything, but we're going to work that out.
Fantastic.
So please come and join us, and guess who might be there? Reverend Ronnie Grigsby.
Yay.
Janet?
Yes.
Is there anything happening for World AIDS Day on December 1st?
You know, I haven't heard of anything,
I was checking that.
and usually I've been asked to be a part of it, and oh, there's something here. Beautiful. Thank you.
Actually, the quilt's gonna be here.
You're kidding, we don't know that yet? I mean,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
On December the
Yeah.
1st? Oh, that's fantastic. Is it going to be here?
She's thinking it's gonna, yeah. It's
That's
not gonna be
wonderful.
at the Rotunda this year, and they asked us, and she's thinking that it's probably gonna be here like at bingo before December 1st. But December 1st, the viewing is from like 1 to 8, and of the quilt.
Of the quilt.
Oh, they're gonna bring.
So the AIDS Memorial quilt is an amazing quilt. And we actually have made several panels of
Bob
people.
was telling me that there's like 2. You know, they took clients.
Well, they now have 14,000 quilts.
Oh,
Panels, yeah.
Last time, I was part of bringing the quilt here 20 some odd years ago. And at that time, we could only display something like 40 quilts. So they picked out the quilts of people who had passed away here in the San Jose Bay Area.
Right.
And it was, but now it is, so many more
Yeah, right.
quilts.
Anyway, it's gonna be viewing from 1 to 8, and.
Here at the Billy DeFrank?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
And, there's gonna be a candlelight vigil, if it's not raining. It's gonna be out in the parking lot. She talked about 8 p.m., but they were also thinking that since it's a Friday, that it might be better to do it earlier.
I think so. For some people, it might be too cold at 8 o'clock p.m.
Yeah, so they were talking like 4:45, it's getting dark, really.
Right.
Well, as soon as we get all of the information, we'll send it out to you like we do the CCL Insights.
Yeah.
Thank you for that,
This
Christine.
coming weekend's
Yeah.
gonna be the AIDS Day, and then the next day is Kathy Madden's
Yeah.
memorial.
Right.
Yes, Kathy Madden's memorial. Well, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, Chris.
much.
Thank
you. So please join us for these events. They're healing. And you could come and do what you want, or do nothing, or stay for a little while. If you want to leave, you can leave. Take care of yourself. But sometimes just gathering in the communal energy really helps over the holidays.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Chris.
Yeah, I went with the quilt a number of times to Washington DC. It's enormous, which is unfortunate, but it's very sobering. And if you follow a homeopathic model of something small gives you the power of something great, I would suggest that just being in the presence, the feel, the energy of what the quilt is, even though it could be such a small fraction of the entire quilt, I think if you've never seen it, it's worth coming to find out how does your body react to it. It's a national treasure, and I think there's nothing like it, and I really recommend stepping into the field.
I could not agree more, Chris. I've been with the quilt in Washington, D.C., and also been here several times. I've been to San Francisco AIDS Walk, with it, where there were quite a few panels. It is powerful, and even seeing a fraction of it, you get the energy of the wholeness of it.
I thought she said the Pope is coming. I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, and the quilt, the first time the quilt was here, we had part of it at the Billy DeFrank, and so this is when Billy DeFrank was on Stockton Street. So yeah, we have a connection with the quilt. Yes, Amanda.
Oh no, I didn't want to say anything.
Okay, okay. Anybody else? This is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing.
And thank you for asking.
I thought she said the Pope is coming to Billy DeFrank. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What?
The Pope?
Yeah, the quilt, but you said the quilt is coming. I thought she said Pope.
Yeah, okay.
And so the other flyer in there is for Farima.
The other flyer in here is for Farima. And Farima has been with us for the last 3 years. And so we are so excited about her. If you haven't been here to see Farima. Farima is a world-renowned dancer. She is one of the twirlers that you see from somebody from Iran. And she is this beautiful woman whose ancestry goes all the way back to the wise men. She's Zoroastrian, and she met us when she used to rehearse at our old place, and she's bringing a dancer with her. She's going to be talking to you about the wonderful thing about Christmas, because of how they handle it in the Persian tradition. And so this is a delightful thing to see, but to be able to hear from somebody who can trace their lineage all the way back to one of the wise men. And we know the wise men were Zoroastrian, because this is something that they were considered the Magi. And she went to magic school, because you can only go to magic school in Iran if you were related to one of the wise men. And so this is a chance to see an internationally known lady who happens to love Corky. They have this wonderful relationship. So please come in and join us December 17th. It's gonna be an exciting time, and ask your friends to come too, because you're going to get a view of what it's like coming from a different country, and especially right now, when a lot of the things that are going on. She's a very delightful lady.
Well, you figure that her relatives were the people that were there when Jesus was born.
Yeah, her relatives were there when Jesus was born. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, and she's bringing dancers to do at the end they'll do a dance for peace.
A dance for peace?
So it may take,
maybe a little bit longer service,
longer
okay?
service, yeah.
And Ed, did you see Farima last time she was here? What was your take on it? Yeah, he's giving it 2 thumbs up. I think that's pretty wonderful.
And from Lauren on Zoom, 11:09 a.m., being with others on the holidays is so important. I worked Thursday and helped get some of my patients up for their families to check them out at the facility and have Thanksgiving dinner at home. For some others who did not have visitors, I got to spend time with them doing their usual therapy session.
Wow.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for telling us what it's like there where you are in Chico. And we really appreciate hearing from you. Okay. This is going to be an interactive church service today, because I'm talking about thankfulness. And we've been talking about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is more than pumpkin pie and turkey. Because wherever you spent Thanksgiving, I hope you spent a time for yourself to be thankful for who you are and what's going on in your life. So many times we just get into the depth of depression, or we get into a I don't care, which sometimes is even worse than depression. I don't know if any of you have ever been there, where you just, oh, I don't care, so what, it's Thanksgiving, I don't care. Well, you need to care about things, but mainly you need to be thankful for what you have. And it's so important, because how many of you are thankful that you woke up this morning? Others have a show of hands.
Oh,
yay,
that was
yay.
important.
See, you've got something to be thankful for. And be thankful for the air you breathe. I was in Los Angeles in the height of the smog situation, and you'd get up in the morning and kind of think, I don't know if I want to breathe that in or not. But here we've got beautiful air to breathe. When I was here in the 50s, when we came over the hill from Santa Cruz, you couldn't see San Jose for the smog. People don't realize that the factories that were in this bowl here, the smog was so thick that when you were at the top of 17, well, it was not even 17 then, and you looked down, it was just gray. And because of the things that came up with politics, with a politician, and they cleaned up the factories, now when you come over, it's beautiful. You can see all the way to the other hills. Be thankful for the things that have happened, that have made your area better. And just be thankful for the next breath. Okay, all of a sudden just breathe in. Be thankful that you're breathing. And be thankful not only for that, but thank the Mother, Father, God for your parents. You might not have gotten along with your mother or your father, but they brought you here. So now, just another time, breathe in and be thankful for your parents. Breathe in. And say their names. And I've got Eleanor and Dell. Who are the names of your parents?
Jerome and Dorothy.
Yeah. And just, put them out on the air. Put them out in the energy. And be thankful that whatever the situation, that they created you. And so that's one of those things that we really like. And not only are we going to do that, but what about waking up this morning and being able to take a shower or to make coffee without having to go out to the well and get the water? I don't know if any of you ever grew up that way, but in very early years we had a pump. You had to go out and pump it. And it really took a lot to get a bath because there wasn't running water. So think of the water that you have, that there's millions of people that don't have running water. So be thankful for all that you have. And I'm not even talking about the electricity or the heat or any of the other things that we have that we take for granted. But water is so basic. And I don't know how many of you were raised when you had outhouses and that, because there wasn't any running water in the house. And that's one of the most unglamorous things in the world, But so be thankful that you have a flush toilet. I mean, that's a real thing to be thankful for. Did you have a place to sleep last night? Mm-hmm. And did you have covers? And was it cozy? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when you drive down the road and you see people who are asleep on the street, send them a blessing. Be thankful for you and send them a blessing. If you have a couple of bucks, or if you have some blankets, if there's somebody that you've noticed every day that's asleep on the street, if you've got a couple of blankets, ask if they'd like them. Don't just throw them at them. I had somebody that said, I go by and throw them money. How would that feel to you if you were sitting somewhere and people threw things at you? It makes you feel like a dog that is getting a bone. No, stop and ask. I've got some blankets in my car and I was wondering if you'd like one or two. Think of how you can help other people be thankful. How you can help somebody by something that you give them. And because you want to be thankful of what you have. You have clothes, you have clean clothes. Oh, there again. Putting on something clean every morning. Imagine in the countries where they don't have that. I was listening to people on the television, yes, and they're talking about the countries they came from, where those were things that were lacking, and how they were raised, and how difficult it was. And this is when at Thanksgiving, then they were being thankful for what they did have. Right now, just think of what you have as I'm going through there. Okay, and think of the fact that you could go to church. You don't have a government that says you can't, or that you have to just go to one specific church. Here in San Jose, we have so many different churches. Thank you for choosing this one today. But think of that. A lot of times there's not a church to go to, or you're a different religion and nobody wants you. Here we have freedom of religion, which is one of the greatest things to be thankful for. So just be thankful for that. And then thankful that some people have Zoom. What's one of the things the pandemic gave us was Zoom. Before that, people weren't necessarily watching shows on their little devices, or they weren't being home. Now, it caused a lot of people to be shut-ins, but now they're using Zoom and that type of thing to help with events that they don't have the ability to go see, like some football games or some everything like that people are interested in, and they didn't have the capability to go see them, and they're able to either Zoom them or watch them on TV. So that's another thing to be thankful for. And if you're in a relationship, be thankful for waking up next to a loved one. That's something that's very important and something you should be thankful for, because many people don't have a loved one to wake up next to. So think of that, and think of that loving companion as being thankful they have you too. You can do that. You can say, you can even say that, hey, you should be thankful I'm here if you want it, but let's stay in that being thankful. And how many people here are thankful for the first cup of coffee in the morning? Where they've got the electricity to make it, they've got the water, and they've got the money to board the beans or whatever. That first cup of coffee that you go, oh, sometimes it's a cup of tea, sometimes maybe it's a quick breakfast. If it's a shot of vodka, you might want to change what you're doing.
Oh yeah, whiskey would be better.
Oh, Corky said whiskey would be better for first thing in the morning. Thank you.
Yeah, vodka's for later.
Okay. But think of the things that you're thankful for. Take a nice long breath, because I want you to think of what you're thankful for, because I'm going to call on you, okay? Or what I'll do is I'll make it a little bit more democratic. I'll let you raise your hand. Okay, how's that? So, Corky, what are you thankful for?
I was wondering if you were going to read that thing from Facebook that you read me on the way over today.
And I can't read it without crying, and I shut off my phone. Okay.
Okay. So what I'm thankful for is being in good health.
The woman who limped in.
I got here, yeah. I'm so thankful for the wonderful home that I have, for the vehicle that I drive, for the family that you know is just so, your family, that just so giving and accepting of me, and that you know that they're wonderful and so, you know, just totally accepting. And then I'm very thankful for you know, we did some shopping online, and that we were able to do that, and just to be so free and able to pretty much just do whatever we want to do. And thank goodness we're old and our needs are not as frivolous as they used to be. But you know, it's, you know, we can go on vacation, and we can, well, we have this church, and so we have you all every Sunday, most Sundays, some Sundays, occasionally. But you know, it's a family, it's a community. We have a huge community of people that have been with us for the
24 years.
24 years that this church has been in existence, and I know that almost every one of them, if something happened, we could call on them, and they would be, you know, we're still in community with them.
Great, thank you. And Amanda, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the home that I have. I know some people don't have their own apartment, and I'm thankful for that. Even if it's a studio, because I have everything I want and need. Because I know 5 years ago I lived with a roommate. It was discomforting, but it taught me a lot. So I am so grateful more than ever to have my own place. And I'm grateful that even though my dad doesn't agree with the stuff that I'm doing, I'm grateful that he's even accepting it.
Yes.
And I'm grateful that I can be honest with him, and I don't have to lie to him anymore and tell him I'm doing something I'm not.
Fantastic. Yeah. And Christine?
Well, I'm thankful for my wife. I'm thankful for my home, car, comfy bed, my family. You know, I have nieces and nephews. I have a couple stepdaughters. I'm thankful that my balance is getting much better.
Good.
And I think next year I won't have to.
You're going to be running a marathon.
Well,
Hey, good for you.
I just made it up.
My goal is to be able to ride a bicycle. I'm very thankful for my friend Mark. He helps me a lot with. Well, yesterday I was trying to get this mini iPad online. Oh, I'm thankful that Joni contacted me on Thanksgiving, and actually this morning she came to the house.
Good. You were concerned.
That's wonderful.
Okay. Yes, Jan. Reverend Janet.
Oh, I am just so grateful for this moment and being with all of you. That's the first thing that comes up for me. And I'm very grateful for my life. My life has such meaning. I have a safe and warm place to be at night. I have an amazing family, an incredible partner. And I'm so grateful to be able to do the work that I can do. It's such a gift, and it feeds me in a powerful way every day. And so I couldn't think of a better place to be than right here.
Okay. And Tim?
Your commentary earlier reminded me of an important lesson about being thankful that hit me in my early 20s when I was doing home health care. And meeting a lot of people who couldn't even get out of bed or feed themselves or any of these things we take for granted, and still having a positive attitude, being thankful for my presence there, and then going home and listening to certain members of my family being so depressed about these trivial things that they're dealing with. I'm thinking, no, okay, but I'll take the lesson from these people I'm taking care of.
Good. That's
and I haven't forgotten it all these years later. So.
Wonderful. Mary.
I'm really grateful for all the friends that I have and I have had that are on the other side now, and all the lessons that they gave me, and all the Sharon just died with such grace, and what a beautiful soul. And every day if we keep our eyes open, we get to learn more and more, unless we totally close ourselves off and see it as an awful thing. I was given the blessing, and I'll say blessing, of HIV many years ago, and I'm still alive.
Yes.
And I actually had AIDS then, and I was given this gift because it really brought me into a community of such love and I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I live for it. But I'm also very grateful for those who passed before I have, out this disease being that, you know, AIDS Day is coming up.
Well, great. Thank you so much. Donna?
I'm grateful for this life. This life is such a journey, and this church, I'm grateful for this church. And while I wouldn't wish COVID on anyone, I'm glad that we have YouTube, the technology that, you know, this church touches others when they can't physically be here. And it helps sustain me in a very challenging environment in the hospital. And it gives us all an ability to see how we touch so many around us that never entered these four walls. So I'm grateful for love, and I'm grateful for friendship. And I'm grateful for my spouse and my family, and we're all family.
Thank you. Thank you. And Ed, is Mike picking this up for the Zoomers? Thank you. Okay, Kevin.
I'm grateful for this service today and the direction that it's taking, and you're having sent it in this direction. I tend to take so much for granted, like you were describing. It's all there and it works. Or I get irritated if the coffee maker doesn't work just right in the morning, and I have to fiddle with it to get it going, and that irritates me. So it's really given me a lot to just stop and slow down and just think about and realize how many things that I am grateful for, even when I'm not paying any attention to it. And all the people from my history who every little decision they made throughout all the generations led to me being here. Any other decision by anybody one way or the other, then I might not be here, and that's just like, it's like really just an awesome thing to really try to get a hold of and hang on to, and not want to go back into the practice of just not thinking about it, and just letting it get away and go back into the old way of being. So,
well, thank you.
Today just really means a lot.
And now your name is?
Hi, my name is Eileen.
Okay, Eileen.
Welcome, Eileen.
A-I-L-E-N. I'm usually the West Coast Eileen.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, hi, welcome.
Yes.
And
We've heard about you.
interesting, 2-3 months ago, I'm a Qigong teacher and acupuncturist. So, I'm at a huge turning point in my life to help my Qigong community shift, because the Qigong master passed a few years ago, and a lot in our community passed and so forth. But as I'm in process of this, I put out in the universe, I realized that the old life or the old community not working anymore. So I put out in the universe, I would like my checkbox list of a community that's positive, that understands law of attraction, that mutually supports one another, and we can be grateful. So all the checkboxes have been filled out, and I joined online, and so I'm very grateful to be here today with you in person, and the schedule all worked out.
That's
awesome.
And grateful for family. My older son had a fender bender a couple of weeks ago. It could have been a lot worse, but he's okay.
Yay.
So I'm in awe of touching one's magnificence and shifting to the light.
Wonderful.
Thank you,
so
Eileen.
much. Well, thank you for coming in person.
Now I'll remember your name, Eileen.
With an A, yes.
Yeah, my middle name is Eileen, so.
I have to talk to you later.
Yes. Okay, April, what are you thankful for?
Well, first and foremost, I'm thankful for my relationship with Spirit. That I have access to guidance when there's so many possible options, how to figure out what the right option is, and to have that capacity to ask and get an answer. I'm grateful for my healing team, both allopathic, alternative, and spiritual. I'm grateful for my family, as odd and abnormal as they are and dysfunctional. They are doing what they need to do to support me. I'm grateful for my car. I'm grateful for my home, for my bed. I have a bed that elevates. It's like, oh, I love my bed. I'm grateful for community. I'm grateful for Dottie and Corky. You know, when you're not well, it's easy to just stay home, but to have a place to go, it just lightens your spirit to get up and get out. I'm grateful for the San Jose weather. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And I'm grateful for the season to come and the transformation that comes during Yule and spring equinox. I'm looking forward to what spring will bring for me.
Thank you. Christine?
Good, Doc. Can we just pass? It's been awful. I had to put my dog down the other day, and I've just been really bad.
Well, here's a safe place to be and talk about it. Yeah.
I spent a lot of money trying to keep him alive, and then finally said, I can't do this to him anymore.
Yeah.
And I take it worse when my pets die than when my mother died.
You know, the first year after you lose a parent is the worst. We all appreciate that. So many of us have lost our parents, and we know how bad it is, yes.
Well, your pet is with you every morning, meets you every morning, meets you when you come home.
Unconditional love and acceptance.
So I had to do it right before the holiday.
Can you be grateful because it's the worst and it'll never be this bad again?
Yeah, I'm grateful that my sisters called on me every day to make sure it was okay.
Good. Good.
And they wanted me to go out there to be with them, but she was afraid, and I just didn't want to go. I don't want to go. Thank you for coming.
That's a big deal.
And thank you for your realness.
It's huge. Losing my duty dog a number of years ago, I didn't think I'd ever get over it. It's still, I understand the loss because he was the love of my life.
You're there every day.
He was my soulmate, I believe.
Sure. The unconditional love that a pet gives us is just beyond. So.
Yes, we understand.
Sparky.
Sparky.
Bless you. We lift up Sparky and we honor Sparky.
And everybody now take a nice deep breath. Just breathe in the energy. And when you exhale love directed towards Christine and to Mary, these two who have lost very important beings in their life. So just breathe in and
Would you like a cookie?
I can't tell if she's laughing or crying. I hope Shirley's laughter.
Because I used to say that
to the top.
Courtney wants to fix it, so she offered her a cookie.
That's so good.
Thank you, Corky. Okay, Chris Brown, how are you gonna follow that? What are you thankful for?
You know, I'm thankful for many things, but what comes to me today is choices. I'm thankful for my upbringing and the choices I've made about what to keep and what not to pass on. I'm thankful for a history of instability and lack of structure and the ability to have stability and structure today. I'm thankful for the journey.
Okay, thank you so very much.
Can I add something?
Yes.
I'm so grateful for that, because I was thinking about ancestors and what they've given us and what we don't have to take forward. But I'm also grateful for the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding that I've gained over the years. And the opportunity to put it to action. It's like, it feels like everything has just built on itself without any coordination on my part. It just has happened that way. And it's quite phenomenal looking at that.
And to complete that thought, we get to impart that. We get to be the wise. We get to be those who have seen, those who have been, those who have the ability to talk about, and those who can hold space. And I'm so grateful to be able to hold space while others are on their journey as well.
Thank you. Okay, and Reverend Janet, this isn't the time we're going to do a meditation.
I love it.
That's, you know, instead of my talking and you doing it, we're going to have you come up here and with your guitar.
Dottie. We have some Zoomers.
Okay, we have some Zoomers that are grateful.
Yes, we do.
Well, yay! Yay for
All right,
Zoomers.
here we go. So from Sherry O'Sullivan, I am thankful, all uppercase, for Dottie and Corky. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I've only known her 50 years. You know.
See, it's always jumped to conclusions. Okay, from Joan, I am thankful for my warm, comfortable home, and my loving, forgiving friends and family. From Patty and Joyce, but from Joyce, I am grateful for Patty Baker in my life, and I'm also grateful for my life. I have learned so much, met some wonderful friends, and I am witness to friendship coupled with love and family is very comforting. I am blessed. From Lauren, I should just call her like Lauren from Chico, since I called Eileen West Coast. So. All right, so from Lauren, I am thankful for Zoom Church and an amazing community I can stay connected with by phone. I'm also grateful to be able to go outside anytime I want to get the fresh air and enjoy nature. Back from Patty and Joyce, but this time from Patty, I am grateful for the unconditional loving relationship with my partner, Joyce Brown. I am grateful for our beautiful home, which keeps us safe, warm, and dry. I am grateful for knowing all of you, and to experience your acceptance of who all are as they are. I am grateful to all the fine people we know and the long and enduring friendships we have developed over the years. From Lolly, thank you all for expressing your thankfulness. I am thankful to have heard you all. Thankful to be alive and practicing being mindful. Okay, and then she ends it, Elder Cat needs my attention, with the heart emoji. And let's see, from Maria, I'm grateful for my spiritual family. Thank you, CCL. From Sky, I give thanks for the love that this community shares with all. A smile emoji. And how does she normally end her things? What does she say?
I love you, Mama Boon.
2 thumbs up. All right, now back to your normal scheduled program.
Well, what about you, Ed?
Okay, wait a minute, let me pan. Wait a minute. Come on. I'm talking to the camera.
Oh, thank God. I was thinking I was supposed to drop my drawers or something.
Here,
I was thinking more I was talking to the microphone stand. Okay, let me come down so I'm centered properly. So I am really thankful in 2023, my entire life, all the experiences that I considered I had a certain opinion about, as well as everyone, has been made clear on what the purpose was, what they were mirroring back. So it's always been an inside job. So now I'm really at peace with everything. And now I under my purpose, what I'm supposed to do going forward is not cluttered by the clouds and thunderstorms and sunny beaches. Other than that, not much.
Hallelujah.
Let me pan back.
Okay, and while you're panning, and let's add to being thankful for the ocean, the lakes, the streams, the redwoods, all of the glory of Creator that we have around us here. And if you haven't gone to the ocean lately, please do, just to be thankful that we live this close and we can do this. So, and think of the sun. Be thankful that we can go out and let the sun just beam down on us. And now I'd like to introduce the Reverend Dr. Janet Childs, as she is going to put us into a glorious state of meditation. Put your feet flat on the floor. You can close your eyes and take a nice deep breath.
And just allow yourself to sit fully engulfed in this gratitude. This gratitude that we have expressed, and the unspoken gratitude that is in your heart. Just allow yourself to experience it as an energy, as a blanket of healing and power, of strength and comfort. And know that your infinite energy is also what brings gratitude to you. Every time you have thought a kind word, every time you have been generous with your energy or with your life, you have created that blanket of gratitude for someone else. And so I want you to imagine that you are in a beautiful place in nature, and it's your favorite place. And just allow the aromas, the sounds, the textures, the visuals to enter through your five senses. And with every breath, you are grounded in this place. It might be a place in nature. It might be a special place only you know about. And as you are sitting down and feeling the energy of the earth move up through your feet, your legs, your body, your arms, your hands, your head, your neck, and all around you, you feel this amazing energy of your connection, and know that it is just as it needs to be. And now, notice that there are a group of wise people. These are your ancestors, your guides, your angels, two-legged and four-legged. And they are bringing a blanket. And this is a sacred woven blanket of gratitude and healing that reflects your healing and also gives you that very healing and gratitude that you named today. So allow that blanket to be draped around you. And breathe it in, my friends.
just hold all of that just for another minute and just know that being thankful, being grateful, being accepted, being loving are the things you need to hold on today as you go forth. And so it is. Thank you so very much, Janet. That was beautiful. Thank you, thank you. And we were going to sing I Let Myself, but I don't know if we passed out any of these.
Part of the program.
Part of the program. Tim, could you help lead us in this?
Do you have a capo?
I do. This is, as you can tell, we did not rehearse this. Poor Tim looks like, what? In your program you have, this is a wonderful.
This piece of paper, and it says, I let myself, and it's the words to the song that
Tim wrote.
Tim has graciously, he
didn't graciously, he was dragged up here.
I was graciously voluntold.
Love voluntold. That's perfect.
I love that. That's good.
Myself be whole, I let myself be free, I let abundance be the way for me, I let myself feel love, I let myself feel peace, I let my life unfold in harmony. And so it is, and so it is. I let abundance be the way for me. And so it is, and so it is. I let my life unfold in harmony. I let my life unfold in harmony.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. We so appreciate it.
And what a wonderful way to open it up for.
And yes, and this is a time where we would like you to get your donation ready. And somebody volunteer to pass the basket. Do you have a volunteer?
I think she's up there.
Oh, there you go.
So the sacrament of giving.
Okay. Oh, Corky, go.
Giving to the ministry from which I receive my spiritual support and nurturing is an affirmation and continued consciousness
Of the truth.
that spirit is the prospering power enriching every area of my life. Remember, that's on the back page of your program.
But it just makes me giggle. We've only had it for 20 years, and I still can't remember it.
No longer than that. It's from the very beginning.
At the very beginning.
1999.
From Serena.
Thank you, Serena.
Thank you, Serena. We thank you so very much. And we have, where'd Gabrielle go? What did she say we have on the table? I don't know.
Oh, she was going to put some things that were left over from, not Halloween, Easter.
Thanksgiving.
Whatever the last holiday was.
Whatever the last holiday.
Yeah, but she said she had some.
Oh, yeah, she's got other stuff.
I don't know, she disappeared, so we might have something there, I'm not too sure, but we don't know.
Here she comes.
Hey, Gabrielle! Yay! And we have coffee in the kitchen, thank you, Kevin, that's so good for you.
Yeah, thank you for making coffee. We really do appreciate it. And this has been a completely different way than we usually do church. But I think it was perfect. I love hearing from all of you. Thank you so much for joining in and being part of the group that gave the service today.
Thank you, Dottie, Corky, and Ed.
Thank you so very much.
Next we get Joan, and she's going to be talking about.
Joan will be talking next week, and so we'd like for you to, it's called Give Yourself the Gift of Kindness with Reverend Joan.
I just wanted to say, I think this is exactly how we do church every week. Because we come, you listen, you love, you embrace, you allow, you augment, we radiate.
Participation.
It's why you're here, and thank you.
Well, thank you, Reverend Chris Brown. Thank you for being here. Yeah, that was fantastic. And I'd like you to just, one more time, just close your eyes and visualize being thankful for you. And how I want you to do this, I'm giving you orders here. Cross your arms over your heart. Take a nice deep breath. And you say, I love myself.
I love myself.
Just the way I am.
Just the way I am.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you so very much.
And thank you so very much.
I'll see you next week. You don't have to, you can cross your arms for I'll see you next week. Thank you.
And thank you, Gabrielle.
Thank you.
We're having something put out on the table with the orange cloth, so you get up and wander around, see what's there. Please get some coffee. Feel free to sit here and talk to friends and new people that you've just met. Now, we now know what Eileen's name is. And
Face to the name.
a face to the name, yeah.